Welcome back.
Welcome.
Debatable episode 6.
Debatable. It's debatable. We got Sakar Aha.
And we got Dentut Ray.
Man, what's good, people? What's good in this new world?
Man, let me tell you something. And it might have been another battle that dropped in between them, but the last battle we talked about was the tag team match, NWX versus
Monstars.
the Monstars. So if y'all should already know, that's Shotgun Suge and your boy. What's your boy name again? Well, I'm drawing a blank.
Twerk. New Jersey.
New Jersey Twerk, right? Jersey versus DNA and K-Shine.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess
man.
now they call it the Toon Squad or something like that.
Yeah,
Whatever.
man.
That's what it looked like on their t-shirts.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. What you think, man? Who you think got it?
3-0. It was a 3-0, and it was a good battle. You know what I'm saying? And I usually don't take notes, on the battle. I just give my opinion. But I think that it's needed. You know what I'm saying? So I put pen to paper.
Okay.
And in putting pen to paper, I was able to.
I'm glad you did that because I got a 2-1. So either way, I still think DNA and K-Shine got it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that round 2 went to NWX and went to the Monstars. I think round 2 went to them. That was the only round they got. And I know they was about to fight during that round, right? But I still think they got a round. So okay, go ahead. Tell me.
I mean, round 1, the way I did it at 2 minutes. Round 1, 2 minutes. Monstars. You know what I'm saying? When they said Suge at 2 minutes 10 seconds, Suge is in the background. You can hear him looking for the box, like, you know what I'm saying, and then that's an error. That's an error because when you performing, you follow what I'm saying. They're not even supposed to. Even if you floor, that's why I like that infamous scene with Loaded Lux,
right?
When they don't know if he did or didn't, because the way he did, you would have to have him on a one-on-one.
Fact.
You
gotta admit to it.
You follow what I'm saying. So the moment I'm hearing you in the back, you know what I'm saying, and you out of your character, you're out of your show context. I'm not for that.
Yeah, not at all. And then also the antics, man. Y'all should have saved the antics to round 2, round 3, build up to it so y'all can kind of get your gelling together, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
And then, at 3 minutes and 50 seconds, you know what I'm saying, again, it was another error. Right. You know what I'm saying? The error was, Suge was off. Like,
right.
He was off to the point where, you could see, because what happened is he's supposed to be on point with the Duncan, you know what I mean? And he wasn't. He was off. You know what I'm saying? So dude had to say it. He had to say it again so you get the dunk off.
Right.
That was the second time I caught the error.
Yeah.
I'm not it's an error.
Yeah.
And then at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, you know what I mean? Suge was off again.
Right.
To the point now your man is out of character. He's like, yo, what's up, man?
Yeah.
What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Now you got him saying excess words that's
bad.
Outside of the.
And he wasn't supposed to do that.
Outside the performance.
He wasn't supposed to do that either.
No, but he's in his feelings now. You know what I'm saying?
Just wait till the round is over.
And that's the same thing with Suge in the back.
Back into the side and say, yo, pull your man to the side. Like, yo, you messed that up, but don't do it during the battle. That's same thing.
Was Suge in the back looking for the box.
You know
what I'm saying? Everybody know you was looking for the box. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, all right, boom, there go another error. So I'm going through the battle. I mean, I'm hearing the bars.
And then it was for what? He put on a lumberjack t-shirt?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So that's why I gave them. They lost.
What was you hiding that for?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you could have carried it in the ring. Nobody would have thought anything about it.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the damn the Timberland. I mean, all right, cool.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Anyway, right?
Yeah, it'd have been. Yeah. I mean, I understand though. They had to keep it out of sight though.
Yeah, all right.
But anyway, they did because they went first. I can see
wherever they kept the science board, they could have kept everything together because that science board was somewhere.
It was right there. Now, because I could see if y'all went second, and then y'all couldn't set the Tim boot because then they'd try to flip it on you before you could use it. But y'all went first, so y'all could have had all your props right there. Nobody could have said nothing. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, shouts out to Austrian Audio.
Yeah, shout out to AustrianAudio.com.
Y'all hear how crystal we sound, right? We are crystal, right? That's Austrian Audio. That goes for y'all, y'all battle rappers, y'all hit makers, y'all studio, your studio gangsters. Austrian Audio. And shouts out to Dr. York, freedryork.com. He'll be coming out pretty soon. really soon. And for those that are studiers of Dr. York, y'all know exactly what time we're living in right now.
That's a fact.
But going back to the battle, right? Now it's Looney Tunes, right?
Toon Squad.
Oh, my fault.
Right.
No.
NWX.
I immediately, because
Might as well just call them NWX.
NWX, because
Right.
when the what you call it on the T-shirt says is that's the I'm associated.
Yeah,
with Looney Tunes.
yeah, definitely.
So my fault.
Yeah.
And, shout out to Sean, man, you my guy. DNA. All right, cool. I like them guys. Them guys,
straight up
them
and down.
guys got an exact science when it
Yeah.
comes to that tag team.
Yeah, Sean's cool, too.
So yeah, Sean's the dude. What is it called? At 6 minutes, right? He says something about when they get to that bridge, they're gonna cross it.
Yeah,
you know
that was the whole
that
New Jersey scheme,
that
man.
Was, that was
we
crazy.
from New York,
Right.
Y'all from New Jersey.
And when we get to that bridge, we're about to cross it.
Yeah, don't
that
let
was
us cross that
crazy.
bridge. Yeah,
Yeah.
if it get there, we'll cross that bridge. If it get there.
Yeah,
but that New Jersey, New Jerusalem, Holy Temple.
Yeah.
I think that was the body.
That was at
the
6:50.
body bar.
That was
the
6
body
minutes
bar
50
right
seconds. But what happened
that
is
right there was
at
the body
6
bar.
minutes and 30 seconds, who is
That was the
Yoshi
body
Mitchell?
bar. I don't even know.
I'm thinking that's Shinobi.
I don't even know who that is.
When we went 2 swords
Yeah.
to the back, Yoshi Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
who
like,
that is.
is that Shinobi? Because that's what they brought my mind to.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
don't
saying? But that's okay. Boom.
Nah,
that
they
was
don't go
dope.
back. They don't go that far back.
They don't go
to
that far
Shinobi.
back?
Nah, not to Shinobi. They go back. They go back now because I done heard a couple of lines where I was like, all right, these guys go back.
Okay. So
I know the duck hunt. You know, people always talk about the duck hunt gun
Yeah.
from Nintendo. There's a couple things. It just, but nah, I don't hear them mention this. Shit. No, I don't think so.
Cause see, the reason why I'm pointing this out because these guys had some powerful bars.
Yeah, they had some bars,
right?
man.
7 minutes and 30 seconds. He said, I give Suge a test with the finger.
Oh man,
I'm diabetic.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah, the sugar
right?
bars was nuts, bro.
Man,
The
how
sugar
about this?
bars
He
was
said
nuts.
at 8 minutes and 20 seconds, he said, I'll put a goon on his neck.
Right.
Plies.
Right.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah, I said that.
Oh,
Plies,
Plies,
baby. Yeah, and in the Plies, baby voice.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
he
was
killed
crazy.
that, man.
You know what I'm saying?
He killed that.
But and I could continue on because even down to 10 minutes and 30 seconds, man, he said, I'll take him out like a DVD that got stuck with the knife with the that was
knife
crazy.
And the DVD player. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that was hot.
That was
hot.
So that's why I gave him round one. Round one was easy.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, round one was easy.
All right,
I thought that was a little extra. You know what I'm saying? But he performed it well. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it was
But
good.
that was crazy.
It was still a W, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now.
It was a W from Holy Temple.
Oh.
Then once he did that, everybody was like, that was
Yeah,
nuts.
the crowd went
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts.
So now, round two.
Yo, the Biggie and Pac line, bro.
Let me hear
Biggie and Pac line.
Let me hear
was
round
fire.
two. But let me hear round two though.
The Biggie and Pac line was fire.
Okay.
He started the first line. That was
Okay.
first line. When
Okay.
he said, y'all the best. Now, I competitively, I wouldn't have said that they the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Y'all supposed to be the best tag team, so on and so forth. I got a matchup for y'all, Biggie and Pac. I thought it was dope. That's part of his thing. You know what I mean? God bless the dead. The guy, he always talking about cats like Proof and stuff like that. And I think Proof was disrespectful. This wasn't disrespectful. He was just like, I'll body y'all and y'all will battle Biggie and Pac. That's kind of how I felt. But I thought it was kind of hot, man. I thought it was kind of hot. What's it called? Outside of that, the Rain Man retarded. The Rain Man bar was crazy, right? The what's it called? Sean Penn. You know what I'm talking about, right? He's like, yeah, Sean's Penn. Like, Sean Penn played in Rain Man.
Right.
So he was like, yeah, he said something about Sean's Penn. Rain Man, he be retarded like Rain Man. He'll be retarded like Rain Man.
Right.
I thought that was fire.
Right.
I thought that was pretty fire. The guys are aggressive, man. Them guys are definitely aggressive, man. None of you can. What's it called? That's what I thought. I thought they did really well round two.
Round two. I could give him. You know what I'm saying? Hit him in his leg. Hit him in the leg.
Dead kicks.
The
dead kicks.
That was cool.
Exactly. I had that
cool.
dead kicks.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Called zip him up.
That was fire.
Zip him
that was
up.
fire.
You know what I mean? That's bathing Nate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I caught that. You know what I'm saying?
The DNA.
Yeah.
What about in the flush condom?
Yeah.
That was fire.
DNA,
that was fire.
DNA,
that was fire.
DNA get flushed like flush condoms.
Yeah, my notes a little bit scribbled
right.
and it's from the others. It's not fresh like it was initially. Go ahead,
right
bro.
now, but I'm saying DNA on just what's it called? And DNA on what is it called? On
flush condom. That's what I said.
DNA on a T. Nicole Simpson.
Right,
you know
right. That was hot too.
I'm like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? But then they lost momentum. You know what I'm saying? Because by 14 minutes, when
I think their momentum was all the way up until the boy screamed. Up until the boy, they started having a screaming match.
The momentum loss was at 14 minutes, right when he said, "That's foolish," and then when he said that,
he was still pushing them dudes around.
I'm just saying, right there at 14:40, momentum is lost.
I gotta see it.
You know what I'm saying? And then once the momentum is lost, you know what I'm saying? Because that was right after he said, that's foolish.
Right.
And then they tried to, because there was no crowd reaction when I'm foolish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he they tried to create the crowd reaction from pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pushed them on the other side.
Right.
And that's when it became a screaming match. You know what I'm saying? You watch your mouth. You know what I mean? Make me watch my mouth. Make me watch my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So that's right around there. And he didn't want to continue.
He was feeling them touching them.
Yeah, but
I think that's what it was.
That was like the second time. That was like the second time.
That's how them guys do.
They was giving it up, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's why I said
the DNA and K-Shine was cool with it, but the dude standing behind DNA and K-Shine wasn't feeling getting pushed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I paid to stand here to watch this battle go down. Right. But y'all jumped into our space the first time. All right, cool. Yeah, I saw somebody's arm. That dude came through the middle, like pushing the dude from, and then they jumped back in again. Right. You know what I mean? So but then now, like, you talk, maybe watch your mouth.
Okay,
you know
so give me DNA in them round 2 bars. That was crazy.
Man, DNA in round 2 bars was crazy to me because on 16 seconds he said something about the breastfeeding. You know what I mean? The breastfeeding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But okay.
And then he came back and said, "You Shaq's cousin."
Okay.
But none of y'all,
both of y'all good and rap. But ain't nobody said that then before. I don't know. It just felt like that was said there.
Yeah,
before.
But it landed.
Yeah, it landed. It was good.
Had the crowd reaction. You know what I mean?
It was good.
And then what is it called? I map you out.
Yeah, New Jerusalem next to the Dead Sea was crazy.
That was crazy. You follow what I'm saying? So what is it called? By 1846, something like the Ali Wap. You know what I'm saying? Something. Al Wap or something.
I don't know.
Ali Wap. I don't know, but it's just like the crowd went crazy. I'm like, between the crowd going crazy and now
I ain't gonna lie. The Biggie and Pac line, nobody. That joint was dead.
I was looking for.
It was no crowd. It was no crowd. But I liked it though. I thought it was a good bar.
I was looking for I
still think that they got that round. Okay. I still think that they got that round. Even what you said, I think it sounded like it was like a 1-for-1 for bar. But you might have been right. They might have got a stronger crowd reaction.
Because
I personally
they stopped. You know what?
I personally like what they said better round 2.
But they stopped. Had they did not stop.
Yeah, I mean,
after the crowd reaction.
But I felt like the shortness was even to the shortness of the first round of K-Shine and DNA, because that first round.
I'm just saying. Twerk wasn't finished. He wasn't finished.
It doesn't matter because neither was K-Shine. I know you watched it again, so I know you saw. They said you were going to end short. They looked at each other and was like, you were going to end short because they had the crowd popping. Right. But I'm saying you still could have finished. So I'm like, okay, y'all did a short round. Right, and that to me that was comparable to their short round. That's why I felt like they got. I felt like, and it was clean too. Up to the stop, to me, I felt like it was crazy.
Round 2 was definitely debatable because round
is debatable. Now round 3, no debate, They got round 3. They got round. Even though he got it off. He got it off, the whole photosynthesis.
It was
dope.
You
know what I'm saying?
He put it together.
The waves, you know what I'm saying?
He put it together.
You riding the waves, DNA and Shine, you know what I'm saying? What I mean?
Prism, Shine, Electron. I'm like, oh,
that joint was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That joint was crazy.
DNA or Shine.
He talking about molding you in the NWX, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, so but the flip was better.
I love that. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
The flip was
Professor Twerk, he did his thing, but then what killed it is they allowed the board to go on the other side.
Right. Why would you let him get the board?
That guy that let the board go, I'm sure he got beat up that night.
Why would you let him get the board?
He didn't get the blunt that night.
I didn't even think about that.
He couldn't talk that night. He couldn't do nothing that night.
Man, why you let him get the board, man? Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, by 19 minutes, 30 seconds, that guy with the white t-shirt that's trying to defend himself, that guy. Right. He didn't get the blunt. He couldn't talk.
Right.
He couldn't do nothing.
Right.
Man, listen here, go sit over there.
Right.
Yeah, but Professor
I didn't even think about that.
Professor Twerk did his thing. He did his thing.
Yeah, that was
but the fact that they allowed the
Suge ain't do nothing that round.
That's my point.
Yeah, I mean, come on. That was a big. We already know that was a blow up. I'm like, yo, bro, why you ain't? His round was like, I guess he gave him a little lifelike because I guess they both got their little time.
That
joint was whack, bro. Damn, man, they ain't prepared well. Whatever happened, they must have got busy.
Come on, man.
They must have got busy. I'm thinking they got busy.
Your man DNA came back with the rainbow between the prisms.
Yeah, he killed that.
Yeah?
Oh, he killed that.
When he came back with the rainbow, and this all top of his head.
Bro, how you do that?
Rainbow between
how you
the
do
prisms.
that, bro? How you do that?
I always
bro?
knew you was looking down at Shine.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy, bro.
And then he said, "I can't get y'all rhymes together like Jack Boy Maine." I'm like, what the fuck's Jack Boy Maine?
Oh, that's that guy that be. I think something. Yeah, he was with what's that guy? Him and didn't they? He's the guy that had the chain thrown into the crowd by John the Don.
Oh, okay,
remember?
Well,
yeah, that whole issue.
I mean, the crowd was loving it. They knew exactly who Jack Boy Maine was, and that shit hit off of a freestyle.
Right.
But that was dope. That was really dope. So off of the rebuttal, I think it blowed out the whole science project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he definitely killed him.
All right, so that was dope.
He definitely killed him. He definitely killed him. But the Sauce Awards bar was crazy too.
Yeah, I mean the
Sugar the Sauce Awards. You know what I'm saying? And firing the shot. You know what I mean? He killed it. He had a whole Sauce Award scheme. K-Shine.
What is it
he
called?
still came back and did his own thing.
Yeah. Oh no. When they got into the actual rhyme itself, the bar itself, you know, I'm coming out turning my jersey inside out. You know what I mean? That was
that was fire too.
You know what I'm saying?
That was fire
too. What is it called? Crowd say 3-0. When the crowd was saying 3-0.
Right.
When the crowd was actually saying 3-0,
right?
Damn, that's one right there. Like, golly.
Yeah, the crowd definitely saying 3-0.
Crowd coughed it.
I was saying 2-1 still. I was still saying 2-1.
It's debatable.
Yeah, because I felt like, plus dudes shouldn't have been all up in their stuff while they rapping.
Who?
Whoever's from K-Shine and them squad. But I mean, obviously, really New Jersey Twerk shouldn't allow it to even, bother him like that. But either way, dude said something to him, and that's what kind of ended the round. He said something back.
To round 2.
Yeah, round 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't finished. That's why I was saying it wasn't finished.
But it still was clean. I feel like how it ended, it still ended on a good note for them. That's their best round.
Yeah,
hands down. Round 2 is their best round.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed K-Shine. I enjoyed DNA. I enjoyed the Monstars. They did their thing. You know what I'm saying? It just Shug. You know what I'm saying? I think when he's on his stuff, he's on his stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, but he just wasn't on that day.
Nah, he definitely wasn't. He was definitely off, man.
So where we at in the world, bro? Where we at in the world?
I mean, we was talking about Madagascar.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. What's going on, Madagascar?
Shouts out to their president, man. Their president, young man too. 45 years old.
45.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
I don't know what if he's one of the youngest presidents there is. I'm sure in Madagascar, but they got what they call COVID organics, which is they basically have an organically made COVID-19. What they say is a remedy. Right, that they've been giving out. They actually been taking soldiers door to door, distributing the what I would call holistic medicine, right? And it's like a mix of
who health organizations, World Health Organization is actually talking against that.
I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that. But I was telling somebody the other day, like that's like echinacea. You know how that's like 90. What natural holistic herbal medicine do you actually see the World Health Organization pushing, right? You don't see that. You see them pushing, to me, I see them pushing vaccines, synthetic medicine. That's what I 9 times out of 10 see them pushing. So of course you're gonna hear that. To me it reminds me of echinacea when echinacea was a big thing. I remember in the community I had just really learned about it back when I first moved to Atlanta, and then all of a sudden and I would take it when I got sick and it would help.
Yeah,
when
definitely,
you get cold,
definitely,
so on and so forth.
Definitely.
All of a sudden there was this huge media campaign talking about echinacea doesn't work. Like, you remember that? It was a whole media campaign, so that took a whole lot of wind.
That's big pharma.
That took a whole lot of wind out of that. So of course, they're going against it. But shouts out to the president. The president, and plus to me, he's like one of us, man. He used to DJ back in 2009.
Crazy.
Yeah, he used to be a
DJ. Go from hip hop to president.
Yep, used to be a DJ. Now the president of his country. Doing some interesting things, and the proof is in the pudding. 149 cases, no deaths. I think it's up to 158. I was just on the website.
Wow.
Right now it's 50,000. And
if y'all don't know, Madagascar's in Africa.
Yeah, of course, island on the east, off of the east coast of Africa. And I was just looking at the actual map, and that's supposed to be 50,000 infected people on the continent, which I still don't think is so bad.
It's 1 billion people out here, bro.
It's
1 billion.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. When you got America, only 300 million, look how many people been affected over there.
50,000 deaths.
And it's still in the same type of countries, like, kind of like the European countries on the continent of Africa. Like you see the big, in what's it called, South Africa, got like 7,000.
North Africa.
Algeria got 5,000.
Right.
Morocco got 7,000. Egypt got 7,000. Now
like
Nigeria
like
does have 3,400. Now keep in mind there is 200 million, so you got 20% of Africa's population, maybe a little less, because I think it's 1.3 billion or 1.2 billion people on the continent.
You just gotta look at the places where Bill Gates has ever been. And
that's fact. He was there. He was there.
Definitely there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I look at the numbers though, because if you look at,
I'm saying he might have planted it there.
Yeah, but look at Ivory Coast.
Like a time bomb.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't doubt. I don't put it past any of these guys with all this money that's pushing a certain agenda, just based on the fact that he does have a mentality about the amount of people on the continent and the amount of people in the populous period that he feels like the numbers should be decreased. But if you look at the numbers in Ivory Coast, it's like 1,000 in Ivory Coast. You feel it's like 1,000 in what's that? Is it Ghana? I think it's like 1,000 in Ghana. So and it's nowhere near 200 million people in those countries.
Right.
You follow what I'm talking about?
Right.
200 million people in Nigeria. So to me, 3,400. Y'all do the percentages. That's barely nothing when it comes to how many people actually got the disease. But yeah, man. Again, shouts out to the president of Madagascar, President Andry Rajoelina. Again, and I think he just supplied some medicine to the president of Liberia, George Weah.
Okay, George.
And I'm not saying it was for Weah, because they were saying George Weah had coronavirus too, but it's definitely been disputed that he doesn't have it. But they also saying again, Trump and Pence just got tested again. So it's like it's not. I mean, you had the Prime Minister of Britain, that actually had it. So they just tested Pence and Trump, and neither of them had it. But yeah, so I mean, it's not uncommon, obviously, for the potential for a president. I mean, because it is something that is similar to a flu. It's a virus like influenza at the end of the day. So,
Right.
But yeah, man, shouts out to the president of Madagascar. I think they're doing some great things over there. But yeah, man, it's a lot going on. I mean, like I said, man, 50,000 on the continent of Africa. The IMF, they about to drop 18 billion across the world right now.
Okay.
And funding, from one of their spokesmen, Jerry Rice.
Crazy.
No similarity to Jerry Rice from the San Francisco 49ers, right? He was 49ers, right? That was my man back in the day. But either way, they talking about dropping 18 billion, and they haven't named specifically the countries, but I think they said South Africa might get some of the funding, Sri Lanka might get some of the funding. Who else? Zambia might get some of the funding. Oh, the Tanzanian president, man, he was kind of flipping out because he was saying that the tests are inaccurate, and it's only like 400 cases over there.
Wow.
But he's still like, nah, the tests are inaccurate. But then he got people in the country that are saying no, the tests are accurate, so on and so forth. But I'm like, what brings you to say that the tests are inaccurate? Like,
wow,
why would you say that?
That's interesting. That's interesting.
I thought that was interesting.
Now, that's big. That's kind of big. I mean, when it comes back, going back to the holistic thing, the fact that the World Health Organization is stepping up against it. That's big to me because if you remove the president of the United States, Trump,
right,
as far as funding, because he made it known that they're backing out funding.
Right.
The person that you find there is Bill Gates.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then Bill Gates being a funder of World Health Organization, it's also tricky. It just makes you think. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like this whole big scheme or a conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying? The conspiracists that's out there, but that they have their theory. But then when I watched this interview with Dr. Rashid Buttar, right? And he's well renowned. He's he's very highly decorated, and in him being highly decorated and well renowned, he has his thought process and he connected these dots about this conspiracy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he think he knows that he was connecting a lot of dots for a lot of people across the planet, or a lot of the people that's up on the media of what's going on about COVID-19.
Right.
Between COVID-19 and 5G, that's like the big thing. So because he was being interviewed, and the interview that he was getting interviewed by this guy named Gary, and the interview got 9.1 million.
Right.
It got stripped.
Wow.
So
they're doing a lot of that right now.
Yeah, it got stripped.
They're doing that to man Brian Jones too.
Right,
London Real.
right. David Icke.
Yeah, he's going live again today, talking about I don't know what anything I say about the World Health Organization, they strip it.
Right. So it's like because
they remove it from YouTube
because there's the trigger words that's out there right now, and they do not want you to know what's really going on.
It's just big business, man.
No,
these guys, the people that don't want you to know it, like Bill Gates. Right, because he's behind certain vaccines. I think he has a vaccine, right? I don't know if he's working on a vaccine.
No. The vaccine that he got is patent.
Okay.
The coronavirus is patent.
Right.
You have to know coronavirus itself has been around since 1965.
Right.
Right. The one that was put back out, the one that he got behind was pushed by what was that? Pirbright is a university, right, in the UK. And he funded them about 5-point-something million, and another 300,000 each year. So he's funded them in order to research coronavirus in 2013.
Right.
And the interesting thing about these years is in 2014, the United States said they want a stop. What's the stop that they put behind the festival?
Moratorium.
A moratorium. They put out a moratorium in 2014. Moratorium
right.
in order to stop
right.
all advanced research on these viruses.
Wow.
Right? Because what they were doing at those times was basically weaponizing the viruses.
Right.
So when he paid what is it called, the university in 2013, he also patented it, right? And what he patented was an aggressive virus at that time, right? So that's Bill Gates,
right?
So you put Bill Gates on the side of who? Because he's a.
You saying Dr. Fauci?
Well, Dr. Fauci
was the guy that was behind it, right?
Well, okay. Dr. Fauci,
right?
His whole spin on things. He's a part of the NIH, which is a very highly esteemed medical organization in the United States.
Okay.
Right? And he was behind AIDS when AIDS first came out. Before AIDS hit the scene, he already had a vaccine for AIDS. You follow what I'm saying? And in the 80s, and that's what got him to his repertoire so big, because he started talking about a cure for AIDS before AIDS was even out. But he was calling it a new sexually transmitted disease.
Wow.
You follow what I'm saying? And as a young doctor or whatever the case is.
Wow.
So he was in the inner circles that was developing the actual weapon.
Right.
Because it was these viruses are weaponized, right? So now what happens is when they put the moratorium.
Right.
When they put the moratorium out in 2014, Fauci continued to work and experiment on coronavirus. Right. You follow what I'm saying? Because you have your different pandemics. You have your H1N1.
Right.
You have these different viruses that in coronavirus is just one of them.
Right.
Look on the back of Lysol, it's there. So it's been there.
That's
you follow what I'm saying? So okay. So while he was working on his version of the coronavirus, right? When the United States says to stop it, he continued, and he continued through the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and in him continuing on the virus, he sent 3.1 million to Wuhan. So that you got to connect these dots now. So now this is 2014. Wuhan, 3.1 million. 2013, Pirbright.
Where they saying they're getting the information to show that he sent the 3.1 million to Wuhan?
It's on the U.S. Daily.
Right.
It's on the U.S. Daily that is actually documented.
Right.
That it's actually documented that by the next show I have.
No, go ahead, continue.
It's actually documented that that he sent the 3.1 to Wuhan by U.S. Daily, if I'm not mistaken.
Go ahead. Continue. Keep moving.
So what happens is, you have So you got Fauci, you got Bill Gates with the WHO, World Health Organization, right? But then now when you look at what are the motives, right? It's a scheme, because with Bill Gates, he has a vaccine. The vaccine is going to have an RFID chip in it.
Right.
Okay, so what does that mean? Why? Well, coronavirus attacks the immune system of pre-existing diseases.
Right.
Right. So that's that. So you figure you figure the end there. So
okay. So look, this is a great, credible source.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Fauci should explain 3.7 million to the Wuhan laboratory. This is WashingtonTimes.com. So y'all can Google it. Go ahead, continue.
All right, so I appreciate that. So what happens is this now, right? Once that took place, right? Once this takes place, meaning you take the vaccine for the coronavirus, right? We're only talking about the virus, right? Why do a vaccine have to have a chip in it? Well then you will understand why, because of 5G. 5G technology would pick up a chip inside of a human that's walking around here,
right?
Especially if it's webbed throughout the United States,
right?
Webbed throughout the world.
Come
you know what I'm saying? Because but
chip in anything.
But
right.
let's get down.
It's just like your phone,
right?
You can't even cut your phone. You got to actually take the battery out of your phone.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It can be tracked. If you keep the battery in your phone, it can be tracked.
So you're walking
GPS.
Your walking tracking system,
exactly,
and they know this.
Fact.
So the scheme is
right.
Get you sick,
right?
Get you the virus, get you the vaccine,
right?
And then the vaccine has what in it? The chip, the RFID chip.
Crazy.
This is Twilight Zone, right? So now, in order to get this thing going, people are gonna die.
Right.
How? Well, 5G has a level of radiation, right? That's attacking the human system. It's attacking the human system.
Mm-hmm.
How does it attack the human system? Well, you have certain
4G, 3G bothered me, 2G. Matter of fact, cell phones, like Wi-Fi. That stuff, I always would feel like you cut the Wi-Fi system on, you tether the phone, you could feel that signal going through your ass. I don't know the mechanics of it, but go ahead. It's there.
What the 5G attacks is the cellular membrane,
right?
Which is called the voltage gate calcium channel.
Right.
This is the channel that influx calcium inside your body.
Right.
This is what 5G attacks.
Wow.
Through its radiation.
Wow.
So as it attacks its radiation, what happens? Your immune system goes where?
Down.
It goes down.
Crazy.
So then now you're susceptible to do what? Get sick.
Get the coronavirus.
Or whatever.
Now you got to get chipped. And then you get chipped, and now you get trapped.
You follow what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So now, how does the corona affects your body? It's a pre-existing disease. If you got diabetes, you're hit. If you're a heavy smoker, you're hit. Because it attacks your bronchial.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like a regular virus though. If you A1, you good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're on top of if you're working out every day, you're eating healthy food every day, you're good. But in the United States, everything is processed.
Right. That's a fact.
So if everything is processed, that means what? It got heavy metals in it.
Right.
Toxicity.
Exactly.
So these toxicities is the metals and these different things that make your immune system go low. So to make the your body a perfect home for coronavirus.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then once you start seeing these 5G towers everywhere, then now you understand why the 5G towers are blanketed everywhere. You follow what I'm saying? And once people are dying, you follow what I'm saying? People are gonna live.
Right.
The ones that live are going to be the ones, and that have the chip. Those are going to be the ones that's a part of this new world.
Right.
But the ones that's not able to survive this new transition, you're going to die.
That's a fact.
And it happens. It's happening to our loved ones.
Right.
It's happening to the celebrities that we love.
Right.
Rest in peace. Godson, Fred the Godson.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? And whoever else that got caught out. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the scheme on that. And who's behind that scheme? Bill Gates, Fauci, World Health Organization. Bill Gates, Fauci, World Health Organization.
Right.
And these guys got big money. He's talking about farmer money. Right. I wouldn't be surprised if Kobe Bryant knew something about it money and got caught up in it money. Right. And that's why him and his daughter passed away.
Right.
I'm done.
Right. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. So I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, right now, I don't even know how things are gonna get back to normal. You know, you know, and it's just so much different information, so much different things happening all over the place. You know, like the economy, England talking about their economy not even gonna come back. You know, or not that it's not gonna come back, but that it's about to hit its lowest in 300 years. That's a long time, damn near.
That's what it is. That's their start. That's their beginning.
That's like, you know,
that's crazy.
Come on, that's before the United States was founded. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's crazy to me. You know, sports is still at a disarray. I think Germany is starting up their football again. But they're gonna do it without any people actually involved in the stadium. So they're just gonna be playing versus, you know, just gonna be the players on site or whatever. So I think that starts May 18th. But then because I've been kind of watching to see when they're gonna go back into mass gatherings, and it was I think I forgot which country it is, but there's another country. I don't know if it's Amsterdam. The Dutch, right? Okay, so what they're gonna do is the Netherlands, they are going to allow sports to resume on the 1st, but yet they won't allow mass gatherings until a vaccine is discovered. So going back into the World Health Organization, going back into that whole thing. So now you can't even gather until, and the funny thing is that was something specifically Bill Gates was saying. He was saying like, yo, people are never going to gather like they used to again. I said, people are never going to gather like they used to. It really didn't really sit well. I'm like, you know, it's just hard to believe that people are not going to want to go out to enjoy a game, whether it's a basketball game, whether it's a football game, whether it's American football. But for him to say that, you know, I mean, it sounds like there might have been some ulterior motive in him saying that. But
I mean, come on, let's look at this right here, right? Well, that's going back to that. I'm going back to beat this dead horse real quick, right? In beating a dead horse, right? You have to understand, people, y'all gotta comprehend this, right? Mm-hmm. Every 37 seconds, somebody die from what? Guess what?
From what?
Heart attack.
Yep, exactly.
Heart attack,
right,
is number one leading killer of people, black, white, Chinese, whatever. That's every 37 seconds. Within the last 37 seconds of what I was saying just now, somebody died. Right. Because of the conditions of how it is, you know, from the, you know, the fumes that you inhale and stuff like that. These guys know this, right? So with the vaccine that they make, you cannot go back when the vaccine kill you. You cannot go back if the vaccine give you autism. You cannot go back. And this particular coronavirus or COVID-19 is different from the regular coronavirus because it's been weaponized.
Right.
Meaning they put the proteins of HIV in it. They put the proteins of MERS in it. They put these different proteins in it. So when it attacks you aggressively, quickly, so it could kill you.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? So you know, the World Health Organization is the one that'll go to these different African countries and you know, let the people know that they're there for what? Malaria.
Right.
And so once they get inside your state, because they're trying to help you with malaria.
Right.
So now when it's COVID-19, they got you.
Right.
Whether they got the 5G system out in your area or not, but they already got the chip in you.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? And these are the different things that's going on right now that we have no clue about. That you know, like Bill and Melinda Gates, man, they donors to major medical situations out here.
Right.
Fauci, he's a big player. You follow what I'm saying? In the scheme of things, and right now he's standing right next to Trump. But Trump be looking at him like, I don't know about you, man. He be giving him that look like, I don't know about you.
Yeah, I mean, he shut it down.
You know what I mean?
He actually shut it down.
They were going back and forth, right?
He made a statement that it was going to shut it down.
You know what I mean?
Pence said it was going to shut down. Mm-hmm. Pence is the one that's over the coronavirus task force.
Right.
He's actually over it. So he, you know, they interviewed them simultaneously. He, you know, like literally right after speaking with Dr. Fauci, they speak with him. He said, yeah, I think we're going to be winding down the task force. And then when he was asked again, he was like, I had no idea about that. And then Trump also was asked that same day. I think it was like 2 days ago. It was yesterday or the day before.
Right.
And then it was published to the point that they actually published, CNN actually published it, that they're winding down the coronavirus task force. But then I saw in other news media that they changed their mind and decided to allow it to go a little bit longer. And all that reminds me of Homeland. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie Homeland.
Bruh.
You know, but if you haven't seen Homeland on Netflix, that movie is crazy, man. I mean, it's a whole series, man. It'll catch you, but it just kind of shows you, you know, just talks about, you know how they say, man, a lot of, you know, what they put a lot of the facts into the movies to teach their, you know, to teach their own people. They put stuff in the movies as signs for you. So it's like, you know, so that movie Homeland is like everything, like, you know, because you see how like the president and the CIA, and they might not all be on the same page, and you know, everything I see about Trump has just always been you know, he been his own type of thinker, and he ain't a stupid guy.
No.
You know, because every Gemini I know is smart. He a Gemini.
Yeah.
Born on June 14th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was just kind of doing some research on the guy. He not a dummy at all, man. You know, so
dig it right real quick, right? Have you seen that lady, that nurse that was crying about people getting murdered?
No.
Well, this nurse, man.
Right.
If you go online, you know what I'm saying, it's everywhere right now. She's crying. I don't know if it's an actress though. It might be an actress.
Right.
But you know, I wouldn't doubt the role that she's playing.
Right.
The role that's being played right now is that people are getting killed left and right. African Americans are getting killed left and right, and not getting proper procedure done on them. Right? I'm like, damn, I heard that before. So in my research with this whole COVID-19, I found this new word. Right. Iratrogenics.
Right.
Iratrogenics is the fact that medical is a medical term for doctors induced deaths.
Right.
Iratrogenics. That's what that is.
Right.
So when somebody go into the hospital okay and come back dead,
right.
This is a medical procedure where they induce your death.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm watching this lady crying about all these wrong procedures that's being done to people and they dying, you follow what I'm saying? That's a part of it, because 250,000 people die in America every year off of iratrogenics. You know what I mean? So
That's
Twilight Zone, bro.
Nah, it's definitely something serious, man. But I mean, at this point in time, we gotta really just kind of wake up, man. Like, you know, like, and we really gotta start making certain moves. I was even thinking about, you know, the whole medical response. You know, first of all, right now, London, they talking about, London just put out a press release. I think it was on Al Jazeera that. Warning black people and Indian people, not just African people of African descent, but also Indian people, that you're more likely to die from the COVID-19. And then I'm like, why? Why when, you know, there was already previously something released dealing with blood types,
right?
And what blood types are more susceptible to catch it, so on and so forth.
Right.
But I mean, it goes back to the pre-existing medical conditions. So, and the fact that African Americans, and I don't know what the Indian, you know, or African European in this case, I don't know what their type of their medical, you know, because it seemed like they seem to be a pretty affluent, but you know, we do gotta realize that there's a lot of poor Indian people. The country of India got 1 billion people over there. I mean, they just really getting a lot of the stuff that, you know, obviously, you know, so it's still considered somewhat of a third world country. They're coming right behind China. They're coming up right now, but it's still kind of considered a third world country. But the point is I'm thinking that the lack of access to proper medical care, you know, because it's one thing to go see a doctor. I mean, it's one thing to go just randomly to a hospital, and it's another thing to go to your doctor, right? So, you know, and I know a lot of African Americans, when, you know, they're not going to their doctor, they're going to probably, you know, the emergency room. They're probably randomly, you know, going to a clinic.
That's a fact.
You know, so in that case, we
don't have doctors. That's not a part of our culture.
You're not being treated, you know, with the highest level of professionalism, like, you know, your European or your Euro-American counterpart. So these are the realities of it that we have to kind of deal with, you know. So I mean, you know, and it just kind of got me thinking about Africa, because again, it's 50,000 cases, you know. But what I like the fact that, you know, like we talked about, the holistic medicine that's being pushed by the president of Madagascar. I mean, right now, they are closing the borders and stuff like that, but the medical situation definitely is going to have to be it's going to have to be upgraded in Africa, straight up and down, because, you know, even when I think about like medical services, you know, ambulances, we don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, maybe one ambulance a week or whatever, You follow what I'm talking about? You don't see it, you know. And you talking about 4 million people in the country that we're in, and I think what's it called? They got like a international, accepted practice that it should be at least one per 100,000 people. So I mean, you know, so it should be at least, you know, a certain number of them, and it may be even less than that, because they using it when I was reading it, they was using the term lakh for India, and you know, lakh is 100,000. You know, I think it's 100,000, so I think it's per 100,000 people. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, it's definitely gonna affect us, you know, because of the fact of, you know, lack of proper health
preparation.
Proper investments in the health industry. You know, both, you know, and the thing about it is even when I was thinking about and reading up about these, like even things like response time for medical, you know, services, emergency medical services in certain places like India, you know, I didn't even begin to think about Africa, because, you know, really the accepted time is 7 minutes, right? But I'm like, 7 minutes is not the time for I don't think that's the same time for our neighborhoods,
right,
the African American neighborhoods. But, you know, I could be wrong, but, you know, but that's the accepted time. So I mean, but, you know, again, we leaving these things up to chance. We leaving it outside of our own communities, outside of our own, you know, our own control. So this is what you're left with.
Yeah, but dig it though, right? You know, last thing on this beat, I got to sucker punch the dead horse one more time. One last punch. You know what I mean? If you look at the new 20-pound note, this is an English note, right?
Okay.
The new 20-pound note, right? You'll see a hologram of a 5G tower, and above the hologram of the high 5G tower, you're gonna see the coronavirus, the actual picture of the virus. You follow what I'm saying? But you know how...
When did they release it?
I mean, I don't know, but I'll definitely find out. But what happens is you have all these hidden things that be inside of, you know,
inside of money, definitely.
Money, and you know, and there's different things. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been taught to see the hidden symbols and things. You follow what I'm saying? Well, this new 20-pound note has a hologram of the high 5G tower, and above the hologram is the coronavirus.
Yeah, that's
you know
crazy.
Hey, yo, shouts out to Cardi B, you know, for giving away $1,000 to 500 people. I'm really watching her movement. She's really doing a lot of moving around. She's really hitting a lot of key things.
Wow.
She even had a conversation with Bernie Sanders,
right,
about, you know, the state of our people.
Wow.
If you was to become president, how do you change our state of our people?
Crazy.
You follow what I'm saying? And she ain't go to nobody's university or nothing like that. She coming out of the strip club making hits, you know what I'm saying? And it just shows you our people, even though we are forced into a condition,
right?
But you know, we know stuff,
right?
We're able to have dialogue with your scholars. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and that's why I really do appreciate this platform, to be able to talk to the intellectuals of our inner city communities, which are the battle rappers. You guys are the smartest dudes out here. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you guys are wordsmiths. You follow what I'm saying? You guys put words together in such a way that's incredible. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, you know, stay up on what's going on. Go on Patreon, hit us up. You follow what I'm saying? We got some bangers coming up for y'all. I'm telling you, we got some bangers coming up for y'all. Boy, we got some movies coming up for y'all. Trust me. But you know, just stay in tune with us. You know what I'm saying? Comment, share. You follow what I'm saying? But definitely wake up, man. Tell a friend. Right. Wake up, man. It's time to wake up, man. It's a new world. We're literally living in a new world. When I was growing up, I didn't wear a mask on my face. When I saw Mike Jackson wearing the mask on his face, I said, yeah, this is weird.
And I saw the Chinese wearing the mask.
I said, this is weird.
Right.
Right now, it's mandatory to wear. Oh, another thing. Social distancing is the new charge.
Oh, no, that's a fact.
That's the new charge. If y'all ain't peeping it,
certain countries got whole units. Saudi Arabia got they formed a whole police unit. They formed a specific police unit to make sure that social distancing is implemented.
That's the new charge, y'all. This is Brooklyn, this is Bronx, this is Long Island, Jersey. All you guys, man, get hip. Social distancing is the new charge. You gotta figure out how you're gonna commune. Cause you know, we commune people. We like to commune. We like to gather. We like to chill. So you gotta figure out how you're gonna do that. But out in public, that's the new charge. You're looking to get locked up. You're looking to get hemmed up.
Right.
The moment they see you more than one gathered together, and if you're not brother, sister, and uncle, cousin, you're gonna have to say that. Oh, that's my cousin, that's my uncle. You don't have to say that.
Yeah, definitely have to do that.
You have to do something. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? In order, because see, they're not messing with the Hasidic Jews.
Right.
The Hasidic Jews can gather, can walk in a group.
Right.
Y'all gotta peep the science on that. Why can the Hasidic Jews do it and we can't? You follow what I'm saying? So y'all gotta figure it out, man. Wake up, man. WAKE up, man.
That's a fact.
Come
That's
on,
a
y'all gotta
fact.
wake
And
up,
right,
man.
Right now it's getting uglier,
Yo.
man. 33 million unemployed. This is the worst in like I think 3 decades. And it was just 3.5%. So your man was really, it seemed like Trump was actually really doing good, man.
Yeah.
It seemed like he was doing good. So really right now, it's about taking this time, increasing your financial intelligence, increasing your base, man. Like, your skill set.
Man, if y'all want to do international business, man, hit us up, man. We
Straight up and
could
down.
get on some international business from here to there.
Yeah, straight
wherever
up.
you at, from here to there, wherever you at, we wits that. That's tough stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get with us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to do international business? If y'all want to find out how to do business out here, you know what I'm saying? Because although all this is going on, Liberia is open from 6 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a regular 8-hour shift.
That's a fact.
That's a regular 8-hour shift plus. You follow what I'm saying? So you're able to come out here and get to this money. You're able to get to this money from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. You follow what I'm saying? Out here in Liberia. So you know what I mean? Get with us, man. We here, man. This is Debatable. This is Dentut Reggae.
This is Sakar Aha. So yeah, man, I mean, definitely even, our battles, right? MC War, listen, man. Make sure y'all log on to the website, mcwar.com.
www.
We utilize battle rap in order to be able to, one, be able to get this real information to y'all.
Okay.
And two, to be able to get off a dope battle the way that we remember how things was done. You follow?
You know?
16 bars back to back,
back.
32s over tracks. You follow? That's what we do.